Hey guys, Datix bringing you a quick Outer Worlds 2 video. The goal is to show you a few powerful gear related options that you'll have access to early on that very well may work with your particular build. I'll also show you how to get them, so let's not waste any more time and jump right into it. Right after you get through the tutorial, you'll land on a lovely planet called Eden. Follow the quest marker to the town of Fairfields and you'll be introduced to Minister Milverstreet. He wants you to do his dirty work, and how can you resist a hat like that? If you complete his questline, you'll be rewarded with the same legendary hat. However, if you refuse and instead help his second in command, Acquisitions Officer Kerr, you get a different set of missions and a different legendary. Like I said, helping Milverstreet gets you this amazing hat, which gives your companion abilities up to 30% shorter cooldown, scaling with your speech skill. So if you're leaning into speech, you absolutely want to get this. It will carry you through the game. However, for any other build, you'll most likely want to help out the second in command. Finishing her questline rewards you with this gun. It uses biomass canisters and spreads a powerful poison effect that scales with science. But even without investment in science, it will still be useful early game. Many will miss this as an option, as accepting a quest is second nature to most people, and you need to turn him down and then talk to the acquisitions officer and do all her missions. If you don't, it locks the options to undertake those missions, so be careful. Let Milverstreet down if you aren't investing. So actually, while doing Core's mission, you have the option to sabotage a facility or not. To get the aforementioned gun, you need to not sabotage the facility you're sent to against Core's wishes and instead clear out the gas. If you sabotage it, you get a different reward. This armor, which scales off medical. It lowers your toxicity whenever you take damage, meaning you can use your inhaler again sooner. Take damage, heal sooner, repeat. It also happens to be heavy armor with a value of 9, so you'll be blocking a lot of incoming damage with this beast on. You don't need to be in medical to appreciate it early, and most people will like it more than the gun. If you want one of the best early game melee weapons, head to the Sky Cutter as soon as you cross the bridge. After a long segment restarting the lift, at the top you'll see it lodged in the wall. You just need to turn off the power before you grab it. Now you're thunderstruck. It sends a ranged electric attack out when you power attack. Very neat. While in Fairfields, you might want to head to this disturbingly bleak physician, Dr. Barnes. Shop with him, and in his inventory he has a powerful infuser for you to slot into your inhaler. It gives an instant heal, which scales up depending on how lower health you are in combat. If your health is low, this infuser is much more powerful than the heals over time infusers that you find in the world, and being instant, it's a better oh shit button than you're going to get for a long while. You don't use inhalers to top yourself up, you use them to survive. To top yourself up, you can simply press the heal button Z while out of combat to use food and drink. So this infuser ends up being quite invaluable. While still in Fairfields, talk to people and inspect all terminals in order to get a mission to suss out what's going on in the greenery. Do her missions and you'll get progress towards an unknown faction that will come up later. During her missions, you'll meet Chief Replenishment Officer Cardosa. In her inventory, she has a powerful legendary, the Reclamation Raiment. If you've invested in engineering, this is absolutely invaluable. It scales with engineering up to 30% chance to receive scrap metal or black powder when receiving damage, meaning you can craft ammo and grenades easily without needing to spend any cash. As a side effect, it also gives some great bonuses. This piece carried me through my entire engineering playthrough and is much better than it seems at a surface, since crafting is so invaluable. While still in Fairfields, you can walk into Arthur Crombie's shop and, wouldn't you know it, he has a legendary pistol in his inventory. Now this looks pretty basic, but it's deceptively good, especially for your gun builds. It's a pistol shotgun that fires short rounds instead of shotgun shells. Ammo is scarce for combat builds, but short rounds are easy to craft and find. Whereas you need the crafting upgrade to craft shotgun shells, and they're a lot more rare in the world. So this gun converts short rounds into a spreading shotgun effect, which is very effective in the early game, as almost nothing has armor, which is the only thing keeping shotguns and shots in general in check. So pick it up if you're considering a combat focus, but don't have an easy way to craft or buy ammo. You might be thinking, what about for an observation or long range sniper build? there has to be something for me. Well, there are a lot of potential legendaries in the starting area. When you enter the town, talk to this fellow. Follow his questline and you'll unlock the double jump boots. In my opinion, invaluable. However, once you reach the end of the mission, you'll have the option to lower the harvester or regulate the drive overloader first. You'll need 4 in engineering or the brilliant trait, but if you do it first, you'll be rewarded with this Helm, the monocular target finder. You get additional weak spot damage relative to how far your target is, 30% at 100 meters. So yes, if you want to focus on weak spots and long range, maybe chuck 4 points in engineering or pick up the brilliant trait at character creation. A little into the main storyline, you'll recruit Inez. She has 2 loyalty missions, and if you've invested in medical, you might want to do the first ASAP. Better than nature. It leads you here, a cave where you can fight a boss Crabble. On the table though is this, malpractice. It makes it so when you're crashing from inhaling too much toxicity, you gain 20% damage, up to 40% with the medical skill. So this is the cleanest way to get a huge damage boost if you've gone medical, and later on there'll be more perks and gear that lean into the crashing effect. 40% to all damage is going to catch you up to combat builds. A absolute must get. So just before you got in good with Sub Rosa at the greenhouse by helping out one of their agents. When you leave Paradise, you can opt to travel to the Free Market Station instead of continuing to Golden Ridge. There you'll meet the faction in more detail and have access to their shops. Sandra here has a legendary armor that scales with your medical skill, making it so you can use your gadgets multiple times in a fight by simply inhaling between uses. A powerful way to make medical great in combat. Gadgets can slow down time or even give you a powerful shield. There are quite a few legendaries on this ship, so be sure to look around. Also, a companion, which you definitely don't want to miss. Importantly, you may have seen pitchball cards hidden around the world. Make sure to keep your eye out for them. Not only do they give a small permanent bonus when picked up, if you find this lady in the Free Market Station, she'll sell you powerful legendaries, like a melee weapon that gets stronger if you strike to the beat, a helm that puts on this digital filter over the world but makes you functionally immortal as long as you have bits to spend, a hammer that spins the slot machine inside it every 3 strikes for a cash reward, and a powerful explosive grenade launcher of sorts that scales with the amount of cards you have collected. Very interesting items, but you'll need to have collected enough cards to open this inventory up, so you'll definitely need to come back later. Instead, you might want to check out Hal's fearsomely priced pharmacy for the Pilferator. This is a powerful helm that increases your healing amount based on your hack skill, letting a hack-focused build have some survivability in combat. Also, they can hack automechs now. You can also just steal it from him if you're talented. Also, head to the Not a Weapons store, as it has the weapon Agatha. It's a powerful explosive round weapon that uses heavy rounds instead of the more expensive long rounds. So if you've gone a demolitions build at all, this is core and invaluable so early in the game. Yes, it scales all explosives, not just mines and grenades. Yes, this weapon will output some amazing damage. Even if you haven't leaned into the explosive skill, this is great at clearing packs and clearing out those pesky minefields. So that's everything. Hopefully there was something there for everyone. Keep in mind, if you've gone a combat focus, there are no legendaries that scale with guns or melee because DPS is the scale in that factor. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, ciao friends.